I'm Eytan Shander with Jock Market at Awesemo, and we have 3 plays for you to take advantage of Friday night in the NBA, but we also have a promo code for you as well. It's Awesemo, AWESEMO, and when you sign up to Jock Market and put in that promo code, we're going to match your first deposit up to $50. So, busy slate, 9 games to choose from, a lot of players up there, some pay-up options as well. The beauty of Jock Market is the game doesn't stop, lineups don't lock. Once the slate begins, it's all about taking advantage of game flow. So while we're targeting some guys pre-IPO phase where our free projections are up there for you on Awesemo each and every day for Jock Market, we're also looking at guys that we can take advantage of from either hot starts or in the case of things slowing down where they can come back and really be buy low options for second half to fourth quarter. So let's start at the top. And the Sixers-Mavs game, big time here in Dallas. Mavs are down a couple of guys. Porzingis, Tim Hardaway Jr. has been out as well. We want Luka Doncic more so than Joel Embiid. I know Embiid has been on this MVP campaign tear here, but from the game, the matchup itself, there are 2 guys that we really want to target who have great circumstance in front of them. Look, the Sixers are going to throw the kitchen sink at Luka Doncic and try to slow this man down, but it's as difficult as slowing down Cooper Kupp as we've seen. Doncic's going to have his hand all over the game. We should expect, at the very least, somewhere hovering around a triple-double, probably a high-scoring game as well, simply because he's going to have to take over volume without Porzingis and then also with Hardaway still missing. Doesn't mean that Suggs and others won't have big games. That's where the assist factor comes in here for Doncic, but it doesn't matter if it's Maxey, if it's Thibault, or anybody out there. They cannot slow down Luka, and we want to get him ahead of time. Even if the Sixers come out hot, that's a great opportunity to see if any value is dipped for Doncic, and then you can jump in knowing that he's not going anywhere. The Sixers are not going to come in and blow the Mavericks out, but if they get up 8-10 points after the first 2 quarters, and all of a sudden we see a lead building for Philadelphia, that's where I would really look. If you haven't already targeted Luka, that's where I would look at that, because he's not going to sit the second half. They're not going to put him on ice down 8 to 10 points. In fact, he will be the main reason, big catalyst to lead a second half charge. So we have him projected right there at 47 points, which is below only 3 guys in Harden, Embiid, and Jokic. But I think from the circumstance of just not having a couple of guys around him, the volume that we'll see increased. And look, the Sixers are not that great, especially from a rebounding standpoint from guards. I think Doncic has a great opportunity here to get a 28 to 30 point triple-double against Philadelphia. My Philadelphia 76ers. All right, let's move. Same game, different guy I want to target here. It's all about circumstance tonight. Tobias Harris. Now, look at projections. Look at where we have on the free market IPO, especially because it's free for you on Awesemo. I think you should bump it up even a little bit more. And understand here, without Tim Hardaway Jr., without Kristaps Porzingis, there are 2 levels for the Mavericks that are really hurt. And really, Harris is the perfect opportunity to take advantage of that at the 4, at the wing as well. We should see more 3 attempts from Harris. We should see more drives from Harris. We should see him getting to the free throw line. Scoring should go up exponentially for Tobias Harris tonight. This should be a high 20-point game for him because of the matchup and how weakened Dallas is on both the wing and also down low. And look, it's a matter of Harris taking advantage of multiple levels here of the floor, and Doc Rivers and the Sixers knowing that. Expect Maxey and Embiid, even to a lesser extent, to work Harris in there. This could be a high assist night for Embiid as well, and Harris should benefit from this exponentially. Again, targeting the guy who has less in front of him on the other side, and that's Tobias Harris, more so than Joel Embiid, Maxey, or anybody else on the Philadelphia 76ers. And really, when you look at it, if he hits 28 to 30 points, which I know is a ceiling, all of a sudden that payout for where you get him at our fair IPO price is going to pay off exponentially. So let's move from Tobias Harris. Our last play is somebody out there in Portland. Thunder are going to be an interesting matchup here for the Blazers. We know that they have 3 guys in Portland that are just jacking left and right. Anthony Simons doesn't have a conscience. We love that. Norman Powell has been shooting the ball really well. And then, of course, there's the staple in C.J. McCollum. We want to go with the middle guy in Norman Powell here. We've seen consistent shooting. Now, again, he explodes for 30, but you can only target really 1.5 shooters on Portland. Somebody's going to have the lesser of the matchup. We know that the Thunder are already dealing with a couple of issues injury-wise. Dort may try and slow down McCollum. Even Simons, I think, is higher up from a priority standpoint than Powell, which means better looks. And look, Powell is shooting the ball really well from three. He doesn't need the volume like we see with Simons, and he isn't as good of a shooter / player really as McCollum. So Powell taking advantage of this mini streak right now, this mini hot streak, if you will, where he doesn't need to drop 30, but he can get us 22 to 25 points, and the payout for where you're getting him on the fair IPO is definitely going to be worth it. Again, keep an eye on this. Look at where the Thunder are targeting, and if we see Simon struggling from the floor in the first quarter, or McCollum just not taking many shots in the first quarter, then you know that Powell's going to have opportunity. These guys are going to be dipped down a little bit from Simons to Powell. I want to target Powell just because I think he's going to be third on the list of Thunder targets. So one more time, we'll work this thing through here. We start with Luka, we go to Tobias Harris, and then we end with Norman Powell. We also want you to hit that promo code, right? Sign up to Jock Market, be a part of the community here. And when you do, use our promo code Awesemo, AWESEMO, and we'll match your first deposit up to $50. I'm Eytan Shander. Have a great night.